No, that's fine. Just the noise will carry out even further. You know?
That one, I don't have a door stop for that one, sadly. I wasn't able to find one, but I do have
Oh.
one on this side.
You got a big slug of metal?
No. And this one might even be a little...
If you will put a piece of carpet or felt or something underneath it, it'll stay. We have this problem at work all the time.
Yeah.
The rubber feet don't stick on the cement.
Not really good, yeah.
Hello. So we're trying to figure out the engineering of holding a door open that doesn't want to stay open.
Where's the actual sound?
The sparks.
Really?
Yeah, here. This is a static electricity generator. So every time that spark jumps through the air, it heats the air up around it suddenly, and it makes that pop.
So the popping is so fast, it sounds like music.
Right, it's at the speed of the musical notes. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm turning this off and on at the speeds of the musical notes. And so the sparks are what's actually generating the sound you're hearing.
And the light bar is just for decoration?
Yeah, it's just decoration. I mean, normally it will make the sound even if there's nothing over here. It'll go out into the air and make the sound. This makes the arc a lot more visible. And it also tends to concentrate the radiation field this way towards ground, so I don't have to worry about it affecting a lot of other stuff. Anyway. Did you have a question? I'm sorry. Oh, okay. You read the sign, right? It's just a piece of art. I just made it out of junk. It has no purpose other than get people to come over here and go, what is that? It works extremely well, actually. No, since we're not using that tripod, I think I'm going to move it. That was made on a lathe.
I got one similar to this,
Uh-huh.
but it's loose.
Right.
One side is loose.
Yeah.
And it's got clubs and hearts.
Oh,
in it.
okay.
It's really neat.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet, but what I've seen guys do is they fill this in with hot melt glue, and you put it in the lathe, and you come in with an undercutting tool and knock that loose, and you do it on all sides, and you have a cube that's loose inside a cube.
Yeah.
And that really makes people scratch their heads. So how do you do that? Okay, what am I? Oh, okay, well, I made those. Yes. Well, I don't know. I can't get that to unplug. What's the deal? Thank you. Okay. Get out of the way. It's actually getting cold in here. Oh, man, I gotta. Hello.
Come in and sit down for a minute.
Well, that's what I'm doing, but I'm supposed to be behind those tables. Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I'm just sitting down for a couple minutes. If you have any questions or you want me to demonstrate, I'll be glad to do so. Yes, you're on TV. Or wherever that feed is going, I don't know. Yes, that is a floating magnet.
How does that work?
Any ideas?
What do you think? Henry, do you know how this floating magnet works?
I know. I think I know. Because
Okay.
they're both a magnet and they're both trying to get it.
Well, you can't do this with permanent magnets. Go ahead.
One, it's pushing. They're both pushing. So it's.
Good thought. No, the bottom piece is not a magnet. It's just a piece of copper. So this is a really strong, the cube is the magnet. So it's a really strong magnet, okay? It does not stick to the copper. But the copper is there. This is copper. This is a really strong magnet. Okay, you see there's a groove in there. So there's nothing touching it that you can see at least. It's magnetic field. Watch what happens when I drop this piece of copper. See how it slows down? Because it's an electrical conductor, and moving in the magnetic field induces electric current into it, which makes a repelling magnetic field. That's what's slowing it down. They use this for the brakes on a lot of amusement park rides, like roller coasters and the detonator, because it can't fail. If their power goes off, their compressed air quits, they lose their hydraulics, whatever, this will still slow the ride down to where, no, it's not going to come to a complete stop, but if you bump the car next to you or whatever, you're not going to get hurt. So they have these on the side of the car, and then they have rails of copper and aluminum that comes in as you're coming to the station to stop it. So what that piece of copper does is just keeps this magnet from swinging around wildly. It has nothing to do with it lifting. On top is an electromagnet. So that's a magnet that's made with electricity. So right now it's on, and it wants to attract this cube up to it. As this starts getting close, there's a sensor up here that starts turning off the electromagnet. So it's actually turning off and on real fast. I can't hear it, but maybe you guys can. Your ears are probably better than mine. And you can actually hear it singing. You know, it's just kind of zing, but it goes off and on just enough to keep that floating. Yeah, my ears aren't good enough to hear it in here. It's too much noise. Hi. Thank you. We haven't even seen the big part yet. Just stick around a minute. I'll shock you. Literally. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so right here in my hand is a fluorescent tube. Okay, nothing special about it. No batteries, no wires. Will you do me a favor? Will you hold that? Just don't drop it. Okay, look at that. How are you doing that? How are you lighting that up? Thank you. So what's in front of me here is a little Tesla coil. This was Tesla's idea, was to transmit electricity wirelessly like we do radio, television, and cell phones. On a bigger scale, behind me, is a bigger Tesla coil. And what I do with that is play music with lightning. And I'll warn you, it's loud. So every time you jump a spark through the air gets hot and expands suddenly. It makes a pop. So I'll turn it on first at a slow speed, and you can hear these sparks making pops. Okay, so there's one a second. Okay, this is how lightning makes thunder. When it goes through the air around it gets very hot and expands and makes that hellacious boom that you hear. Now you notice that I can control the speed of the sparks. So by doing that with a computer, I can use those sparks to play musical notes. This was something Tesla never envisioned because, you know, back when he was doing this, we didn't have this technology. Let's see here.